didn't want to break the window because it's original window. Right? They're original windows, right?
Your cart wasn't in the car. Your blankets and stuff were in the car, and you even said you were sleeping in the hotel rooms, and you were tired of sleeping.
Every now and again, I would, so that way I would get a good night's sleep and peace to myself. Yes, it's what I wanted to do, and nobody judged me.
Jamie, you're gonna wind up dying alone because you forced everybody away, and I'm the last person that is truly close to you that is still here. Our son doesn't want to talk to you. Your parents.
It's amazing. You're the only person in
Your
town willing to talk to me.
I didn't say in town. Your parents don't want to talk to you. Your children don't want to talk to you. I have tried to get Connor to talk to you, and he would still rather see you rot dead in a hole than talk to you. It's stuff you've done to him. It's stuff you've done to our daughter. And that's stuff you've done to me. But yet I'm still here.
Not really.
You will push me to say mean shit, and I'm sorry I have said mean shit.
And no, you're not.
I am.
No, because you didn't apologize when it happened. You said you meant it. And I 100% believed you. And I do believe that this is not going to work.
I do apologize. And I have apologized. And you've turned around and said exactly what you just said. You don't mean it.
Towards you. And you've got a lot of positive coming. And I know it's extremely weird to hear this, but I don't want to be a part of it because of the way you act.
I am a nice person.
Not to me.
Even to you when you do mean shit. I have coffee ready for you when you get home. I make sure the dishes are done when you get home. Like you did when I was working.
I never asked
Jamie,
you to do any of that.
let me finish.
Stop doing that.
Please let me finish.
It wasn't necessary.
Please let me finish. I was doing things for you that I would have liked you to do for me when I was working from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, coming home and sitting down and liking to be able to watch a TV show, but I couldn't because you were busy watching the 2 hours of Family Feud when I got home, which I let you do.
That's not true. Wow, that's a big ass lie. How many times did you come home? You decided, I gotta eat and I'm gonna take a nap. You ate, you took a nap. Then when you got home, you ate, you fucking took a nap. It didn't matter how many times. I would have food ready and waiting on a plate. Like, so you would come in and sit down and enjoy your meal, or if you weren't ready yet and have to off to the side, I'd get you coffee or soda most of the time. You wanted Code Red because you needed your sugars. And you were tired of the sports drinks.
Yes, I would take a nap at lunchtime.
I understood. You got up early in the morning.
Yeah,
By that time, you need a nap.
I had to take the kids to school.
I can't count how many times. Oh, not every day you didn't.
Every day I worked for Jake, I took the kids to school. That's been since they were in middle school, since we moved here. Yes, you picked them up.
No, that's just since we moved here. Way before that, it was all me.
Yes, because I was in the military and I was working.
Still not giving me credit for that.
And working for the federal government.
You.
And yes,
marriage is all about you.
When we had the one vehicle, you would drive me to work. And then drive home.
It was never about us. It was always about you.
Jamie, I sacrificed a lot. I gave to the family. I worked my ass off.
Horrible things.
You say horrible
things. Who will listen? Your therapist, people online.
Jamie,
today alone, you've done that.
I didn't get my inheritance. My full inheritance. You know how much Shelby got? $250,000. We got $10,000 because every time I had to call Grandma and ask for financial help, because the kids were in school. The kids were in school.
And I was cleaning the
And when we first got together and had the children, you agreed that when they started school, you would get a part-time job. And you
I
did.
have. I've got a
I'm
history.
sorry, the Social Security Administration shows differently.
That's because there were places that I worked that they did. I didn't work there long enough for them to go ahead and file shit. You know how hard it is in the city to have a lasting part-time job? It's fucking impossible.
No, you got to school at 11 o'clock and sat there for 4 hours till the kids got out of school.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No,
And the
I
kids,
didn't.
the kids even remember you doing it, and they were like, they
No,
hated it.
I didn't stay there. I got there early so that way I was first in line. Connor used to say thank you for being first in line so I could get the hell out of there and not have to deal with the sound of the kids.
You're yelling at me. Please stop yelling.
Oh, you were condescending. I get
No, I'm not being condescending. Not
Stella,
by
I
any
can't have you
means.
sit on me, honey. Not right now. Lulu's right here.
You did a lot of damage to us last year, Jamie.
And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. Yesterday showed a lot. Get down.
A lot of damage was done.
Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. I like that it didn't break me.
And it was so bad the doctor had to give me a shot of Hypodoral. Weird ass fucking
I don't know.
make you super happy.
Oh, so they basically gave you, what do they call it, LSD or something?
No, but that's what caused me to have all them twitches last month.
You don't have to break down. That's a choice.
I'm just saying you also need to see a psychologist. And I'm going to repeat it. You have some stuff going on upstairs that you need help with.
I am only willing to go to a psychologist
Speak.
if I sign the papers.
No, you need to see a psychologist before they send the papers.
No, I want the papers. You don't want to be on the deed. I don't want you to say I am the reason for all these negative things. I don't want you to get more inheritance and try to say that I spent the money. No. I don't want to be a part of that. When you sell the house, you're going to blame me for something. I don't want to be a part of it. And then this big job where you're going to get $60,000 bonus, that's going to be more negative towards me. Not looking forward towards it. I'm out.
You know, the only reason I really worked was to make sure you guys had everything we could afford.
And I tried to make it stretch, but then you took my power away to try to make it stretch.
I have sacrificed myself for our marriage. You are sacrificing our marriage for yourself.
You think I'd ever sacrifice for the marriage? Really?
I've given up my
Yes or no?
happiness to make
Yes
sure.
or no?
I know you've made sacrifices.
No, that's not a yes or a no.
I know
Do
you've
you
made. We
think
both have made
I have
sacrifices.
sacrificed.
Yes.
Like what?
Now,
Because we all know what you've done. Trust me, we hear it all the time. I'm hearing it all the time. Even though I'm the one who's working and I'm the one who's hurting. But the only thing I get to hear is, but there's coffee ready when you get home and I'm willing to rip it.
you're working 4 to 5 hours a day, except for the days you have to work a little bit
10
longer.
miles. I tracked my steps. I'm doing a lot.
And I've run 15 miles, and you know what
you were doing a lot.
And you know what I saw at the end of that goalpost? Just to keep me going, you, Connor, and Carolyn.
I was there.
And that's
I
what
left
kept me
my
focused on
family
working my
to be with
ass
you.
off.
Left my family to be with you. Ruined the relationship with my parents to be with
No.
you.
You ruined the relationship
They
with
told
your parents.
me to choose between them and you. When I was 18. When I said I was getting back together with you because me and Steven didn't work. He didn't want to be a dad. When you wanted to come back into my life.
You came knocking on my door. Remember?
You called me.
No.
Remember?
You
Yeah.
tracked me down.
No,
I was
didn't.
living
you
in...
tracked me down.
No, I was living in Lois A apartments by
Before
myself.
that- No, you weren't. You were living with Jared. Jared was staying
That's
there.
right. Jared was staying there, and you tracked me down.
No,
And
I
you were
didn't.
pregnant, and you had Crystal with you.
You tracked me down.
No.
You called me. You called my dad.
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
I do remember that. Yes, you did. He asked me if it was okay to give him your number, to give the number. And I said, sure.
No, you had tracked me down. You were 6 months pregnant with Connor.
You are trying so very hard. This is exactly what I predicted. You're doing exactly what I predicted.
Yeah, I heard it, and quiet claim deed paperwork I gotta get from the courthouse, so I can take you off the mortgage like you want. Or I'm sorry, you're not on the mortgage, you're on the deed.
My credit wasn't good enough, and my work history wasn't good enough to be on the mortgage. I should have done the 3-year plan before trying to apply for the fucking house.
What do you mean applying for a house?
Remember when we originally applied for the house? I should have done the 3-year plan when we first moved in to Winter Springs, working on the credit in order to go ahead and buy a house after we lived there through the contract.
Should have bought the house when we lived in Altamont and had the $20,000 from the VA. I wanted to move into a house and buy a house, but you said no.
Terrified.
You said no. We would get a divorce if we did.
You haven't.
That's emotional
The
blackmail.
maintenance on this place, the tiny stuff you won't do. I'm terrified when it comes to the big stuff. Why do you think I was terrified to get a house with you? The regular maintenance that has to get done isn't getting done.
I do stuff around the house, and we didn't have a whole
I'm
bunch of
talking
money.
about the AC unit, the AC ducts, dealing with cleaning, appliances, cleaning the outside of the house. It's normal shit.
I do. I pressure wash outside of the house, and it's cold.
I'm not just talking about pressure washing.
And it's cold out right now, so cutting the grass is not getting done. The outside stuff is not getting done.
Don't turn it into something it's not.
I'll find the caulking gun and caulk the windows.
You're doing.
I redid the bathroom. I redid the whole kitchen. We have been making improvements to the house. We have been making improvements to the house over the years. I fixed the hurricane damage on the vinyl on the outside of the house when that happens. I have been doing maintenance to the house, Jamie.
Do anything that doesn't have to deal with paying for something. When it comes to having to pay for something, you come up with an excuse not to.
Because we had children that needed stuff like clothes and food. And Carolyn just recently moved out of the house, Jamie. You know who paid for the food when we ran out of the food stamps for that month? I was paying for it out of pocket.
Over the weekend, FBI agents were at Guthrie's house again. Sheriff's detectives also conducted a follow-up search that was Guthrie's daughter, Ed, which officials say was done with consent and not because of probable cause. On Saturday, Savannah posted this video addressing her mother's potential kidnapper.
I stepped up when you asked me to step up, and still what?
No, I appreciate it.
No, you.
That's why I try to make sure you have the things.
Still say I didn't work for so fucking long. It's not like I didn't work on the house. Everything that I did,
I know you shampooed the
Everything I do
carpets
at
and did
work,
dishes. And
I did here, but I didn't get paid for it here, and I wasn't valuable in the relationship because I didn't bring in enough money. I only
when
brought
you
in
asked for weed, I bought you weed. When you asked for cigarettes, I bought you your cigarettes.
I asked you
If
to
I
stop
forgot-
buying cigarettes, and you kept going.
I'm talking over the last 20 years, Jamie. If I forgot to buy you a pack
Okay,
of
you
cigarettes
bought me a
on the
pack
way
of
to work
right.
or before, oh my God, did I hear about it. You would call me at work yelling and screaming at me that I did not get you a pack of cigarettes.
I did my very best to never call you.
No, that it's
If
very
it
much
was
the other way
dangerous
around.
situations outside, yeah, I try to get a hold of you. When something happened with the kids, yeah.
This note is connected to the first definitively. We don't know whether any of this is actually connected to the person that over a week ago took Nancy Guthrie out of her home against her will. So this is a real challenge.
There have been too many fights since I came back. And you just keep going downhill, and I can't do it anymore.
But they have to go down this path because it's one of the best things they have.
I'm having issues eating again because I'm terrified to say.
Not true,
and not
Jamie.
say. And trying
I've sat on the
so
stairs
not
and heard you
harbor anything.
say really mean stuff and be all pissed off at the sink that I hadn't done the dishes for a couple days because I wasn't feeling good and the sink had gotten clogged and you were all pissed off about that, calling me a lazy piece of shit.
No, I didn't.
And so you've got to try to figure out a way of like that's the moment where this all starts. When she was dropped off at her house. Yeah. So it's all about the timeline, exactly to your point. And they've got to try to figure out some more information as far as was anybody along the route with the car? Was there anything that she left behind that could be helpful? Did she come in contact with anybody? Say she left behind a sweater or a jacket and she been in contact with anybody. There's DNA that's
We said we would give it a try.
I'm making up an example here, but it's an example to tell you how
We
difficult
did.
this case has gotten from an evidence.
And we're falling back
So I think
right
that's
to where we were again.
It's a consent search, it's not like they went to a judge and they said,
You need a chance to actually be happy, and so do I.
They asked if the family can, meet them and retire.
And the only way I'm willing to even
So that's
talk
where we are with this. There was a number of searches.
to a person in person
Checking in, who covers the FBI, was on the roof of the house. So this
about
is
my
really
feelings is
check behind
after
every branch, every
a
tree,
lot of
every-
stress
everything,
goes
just
away.
to make sure there's nothing
We will
here
always fight about
that
money.
could be- that
You
could
will
potentially be
always
helpful as they look,
think less of
for
me,
some other
because you always have.
No,
You're always gonna
it's not true,
call
Jamie.
me. You're always gonna call me a cheater and a martyr and some horrible things.
Because you have. And you don't think that what you've done is cheating. That is like the ultimate definition of fuck you, Rob. Everything I've done and everyone I've fucked is not cheating because I decided to leave for a week or 2 or 3 days.
I am so sorry that I came back to try again.
And at the same time, you've done nothing to make up for
Oh my
it.
God, really? So, buying that kitty litter box, that automated kitty litter box to make things easier for you wasn't a good thing. That wasn't positive at
You
all.
bought
in any
that
way,
to
shape,
make
or
it
form.
easier for you.
No.
Boy, it doesn't sound like they have any particular direction to go with. Is that what this guy is saying? Yes, that is what I have said.
That was your Christmas gift. You knew that. You said thank you over and over again, that you loved it.
Yeah, and it is awesome. And it saved a lot of money on kitty litter already.
Yep.
It was a good investment.
Yep. Tell me again how I have a
Morgan, this is KOLD News Director Jessica Gokula. She says that she did not like receiving that letter and that they
I wasn't feeling good on my one day off, and I still went out with you to Walmart, and then you said you had more places to go. And then we had more places to go, and all I wanted to do was go home. So you kept going and going, and I spent the day with you, and I tried really hard not to be negative or complain. I tried to have fun with you, and it didn't matter, because that's not trying, right?
That is trying. And we need to keep doing that. And when I ask you,
I did.
like last night, the Super Bowl, I've watched every Super Bowl for the last 20 years with you, except for
No,
maybe
you
2 or
haven't.
3.
Yeah,
I've watched them when I was in the Army and we had Super Bowl parties. I've watched them when we lived in Altamont. I've watched them when we lived in Winter Springs
how many
and
times you
the
complained
neighbors
that
came
I was
over.
watching football? Oh, Jamie's got to watch her football. Better leave her alone. Watch out! You're gonna hear her yelling at the TV.
But I always watch the Super Bowls.
Fans fucking yell at the TV. All of them.
I know, and
All of
that's
them.
not.
Dana Griffin-Bear on the ground in Arizona, Florida. Dana, thank you so much. The Meanwhile, police are asking anyone with information to contact the numbers right there on your screen. You can call the FBI tip line, you can call the Pima County Sheriff's Department, or you can dial 88 Crime where you can make an anonymous tip.
There is always time to do the right thing. All right. Moving on to other major news of the day.
If I see somebody breaking into a car, I'll call somebody. Till then, oh, my mom damn business, because I'm in a tiny town. I don't need somebody coming up and causing problems at work.